Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Orion. Its ongoing mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Chaos Wolf here and welcome back to the Void. Now I have been out here for a fair while now and I have seen many an amazing sight. Like here we can see two stars orbiting close to each other, and yet again there's another one a little further away. I really love jumping into systems with multiple stars, and here we have a water world in eclipse where we are in the dark side of its ring. And in the distance we can see the centre of the galaxy. We have seen every shape of gas giants. We have seen water worlds galore. Just look at this gas giant here. Pure white apart from some cloud cover. Now, I was half expecting this gas giant to have life, but it did not. But it is nevertheless a very, very appealing sight. I really do like flying low over these rings. Just like here around a Y-class brown dwarf. I'm flying so close to the ring you can see the individual asteroids. But I am still on a mission. You can see in the distance there the centre of the galaxy. About 20,000 light years away is Sagittarius A, and that is where I am heading. You can also see the nebulae that I'm planning to visit. And I am trying to push this as quickly as I can, but yet still actually taking time to look at really interesting things. Now this system I jumped into is a very interesting system. I started off scanning it just like any other system, and I didn't really expect to see anything until I opened up the galaxy map. I thought, ooh, this looks interesting. Looks like we've got ourselves another water world. So I decided to select it and go off and investigate. First of all, we'll get some fuel and we will go and have a little gander. So when I got into range and the scanner began doing its job, I didn't expect too much. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. I really was not expecting it to be an Earth-like world. I mean, I was hoping that it might be. But I really was expecting this to just be another water world. So, outdoor world, human breathable atmosphere, it's 0.4 of the mass of Earth. So it's only going to have 0.4 of the gravity of Earth as well. So, pretty much just less than half the gravity of Earth, so that's going to be interesting. But let's go and have a look at this. Now, I have actually gone and named this planet basically after one of you guys, after one of the wolf pack. And what did I name it, you might ask? Well, I named it Planet Hono. Hono is one of the guys in the wolf pack. He was at Gamescom 2015, and he was kind enough to get me a code for one of the Cobra skins. And here, let's just have a look at Planet Hono in all its glory. I really do think this game is the most beautiful I've ever seen. So, Planet Hono, named after one of the Wolfpack. I am thinking of making it a staple of this channel, of actually naming the interesting planets after my subscribers. I mean, admittedly, I can't really name any planets, regardless of what they are. I have no say over what they're going to be called in-game, but I think it's just a little bit of fun for these videos. It gives it a bit more personality. What do you guys think? Now, again, we are just having a look at some really interesting sites. We've got the moon and its the planet it's orbiting in the background. That moon was orbiting a high metal content world. But this high metal content world had a very, very large, well, not very large, but it had a nice prominent polar cap, which was very interesting. And you can see the atmospheric effects around the outside of the planet. Now, my journey to the centre of the galaxy does continue, and I'm hoping to be there in good time. But I'm not just going to rush straight there. I do want to see as many of the interesting sights in the galaxy that I can. Now, here we are back in that system. These are the different planets that we saw. We have the high metal contents with the moons. This one is high metal content, 0.6 of an Earth mass, and it's an ammonia-rich atmosphere. This one, we have a carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere, and it's pretty much 0.6 of an Earth mass. The next one, again, it's a high metal content, but it is a methane-rich atmosphere, so really wouldn't want to go and stay there. And again, here we have Planet Hono. So, yeah, 0.4. It's fairly cold by the look of it, but yes, right next door to it, we do actually have a high metal content world that is also a candidate for terraforming. So, again, that's high metal content is another planet that is in the Goldilocks zone. Now, next couple of systems, we found some really interesting systems. We found some really nice looking planets in this particular system. I really do like it when they have that blue tinge to them. And you generally seem to find those with like F or G class stars, mainly G class. Because our own sun is actually a G class star, if I remember correctly. And with those stars, we are more likely to find a very active and very large Goldilocks zone. So, coming back to this system after we actually went and scanned everything. So we'll start from it further away. We have a high metal content planet with 32.7% metal. We also have another high content world with, again, with 32.7% metal, 34.4%. These are all going to be high metal content worlds. Now, a few of these are actually orbiting one another. This one here is very nice, and again, another high metal content. Now, these three here are actually orbiting one another. We are, again, everything in this system seems to be roughly the same, of 32.7% metal. And then that last one there, if you noticed, was actually terraformable. Now, every time I jump from one system to the next, I never know what I'm going to expect. I can get a bit of a hint from the galaxy map and actually finding out what star class they are. And yet here, we've just jumped into another system, and what looks like yet another neutron star. Now, I have actually gone and plotted a course so I can find around about 10 neutron stars. Now, I really liked this system. It has a good few really nice looking gas giants and a bunch of stars. But the only downside to this system is the fact that all those ring systems do look like they are rocky rings at the best. Maybe something else, I do not know. But I really do like the look of that high metal content or metal rich world with the ring. And all these ones down here. I really like the fact that we have lots of stars. But this is the one that drew my attention the most because I really do like these high metal content or metal rich planets. Let's just call them lava worlds. The ones with lots of active volcanism. I really do like these planets with the rings around them. I think they are some of the best looking rings best looking ringed planets out there. And it looks like I've got my 2 pet Thargoids following me again. I think they were leading me off to this planet. What's that, boy? Has Timmy fallen down a well? But as you can see what I mean, I really do love the contrast of these planets. And this particular one was very nice with its particular ring pattern. So I couldn't resist the urge to actually just drop into the rings and fly around a little bit. Now usually I do like to go into icy rings more than anything else, but this one just felt right, having a rocky ring around a high metal content planet. And here we are. My ship, Orion, flying through the asteroid field, and off in the distance, the centre of the galaxy. Soon I will be there. Soon I will be at Sagittarius A, and I really look forward to seeing that supermassive black hole with my own eyes. But I am still a ways off. Now, what do we have here? I asked that question because I have actually forgotten what this is. Ah, this was a water world. So, which system was this in? Ah, I remember this system. The only thing in this system that really stood out was this water world, which is less than 0.2 of an Earth mass, so it is a very, very small planet. And it, like I said, it was the only thing in this system I actually found at all interesting. But then again, I decided to actually go and scan this planet here, which ended up turning out to be a high metal content planet that was terraformable. But after that, I decided to continue on my way. We have Nebulae to go and explore. And not only that, but I am hoping that at some point I am going to be finding myself a somewhat virgin black hole, because I want to go and get my name on a black hole, because I haven't got, that's one of the few things I haven't got my name on as yet. I've got my name on many a star, many a planet, but I have not managed to find a black hole that has not been discovered yet. Now, after dropping out of witch space, I decided to basically just go through my standard routine. Scan the star, check the system map, and what is this? We have a system with quite a few stars and yet nothing else. So, let's have a look at the distances that are involved in all these stars now. Now, they are not very far at all. I do not doubt that I'll actually be able to scan most, if not all, of these stars from where I sit right now. And there we go. We have actually scanned the last star, and I did actually have to move a short distance in order to actually get that last star. We have one M-class star, two M-class stars, one L and another M, and one T-class brown dwarf. So we have a nice eclectic little mix of stars in this system. But with nothing else to scan, it is time again to move off. So I line up back towards the centre of the galaxy, power up my my frameshift drive, and wait to see what is on the other side of Witch Space. One of the interesting planets I found was a very nice looking gas giant. It had a very interesting shade of blue, so I kind of had to go and have a much closer look at it. I really do like the contrast between the planet and the background with the centre of the galaxy. And here we can see a lot of nebulae in the distance. They are getting very dense and very thick here. And I am actually planning to go and visit at least 3 to 4 of those on my way to the centre of the galaxy. Now I am hoping that by next episode I should be in one of those nebulae. I am also hoping to have come across a black hole by that point. I have no doubt I will have actually been and seen a good number more of neutron stars. But as I said, I really just want to find myself a black hole. And here we are. A few more things that I have actually seen. Some of the really interesting sights. Here we have a water world with an expansive ring system. It just looks like there's absolutely no land at all on that planet. I wonder what the life would be like down there. So again, I decided to get as close as I can to the rings. I like getting this close and actually being able to see all of the asteroids actually coming into view. Just look at the sheer amount of them there. Man, I find this game amazing. And here we actually found ourselves another ammonia world. Now just look at it and just look at that backdrop. I really do get... this game makes me speechless at times, just how beautiful it actually is. Now, I do think Frontier have done an absolutely amazing job, graphically speaking, on this game. And after all that, I got so hot and bothered seeing all those amazing things, I thought I had to come in and cool myself off in an ice ring. And now things do look a little different here from the last time I was here. There's a lot more fog around. But even so, it does look very nice, and I can't wait to find one of those inside a nebula. Oh yes, and to top it off, this was one of the crowning finds in my trip so far. I actually managed to find a terrestrial terraformable water world. That is the moon of a terraformable high metal content world. And that is absolutely amazing. I am absolutely really proud of actually finding this, because I have never seen this before. So there it is. Let's have a quicker, closer look at it. And as we're having a look here, I think that's about time to end this transmission. If you have enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button. It really does help my channel out. And if you haven't already, please do hit that big subscribe button. You'll get notifications from whenever I release new videos. And until next time, Commanders, keep flying and stay shiny.